You are now tuned in to the local listen. How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of The Tune Up. I have my main man Fabi in the building. Little bit of background on us real quick. I've been on this guy. Woo, I don't even know how long. Like it's
Since
on
high school.
I was gonna say it's on the years. It's on the years.
It's definitely on the years.
And I remember, I think Harley introduced me to you. Shout out Harley.
She just did a song with him too.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
It's like a lot. He's doing something really cool. It's like really like 80s inspired music, which is kind of like a tint. I have that in my music right now too. We wrote this song in like a day, and it's really cool, and it's out. So, I think Harley might have introduced. I think it was Garrett who introduced us.
Yeah,
so,
shout out to Garrett as well. Salute. I think the defining moment where I was like, oh, I need to stay friends with this dude was when he told me about the Only Regret the Summer show, which was the first band that you were in.
I was in a band called Only Regret the Summer with some friends of mine that went to the same high school as Jared.
Hello.
And that's how we met.
As most of you now know, with my Panic videos and the 21 Pilots videos and all the conversation I've had with people in the comments, I was never really in the scene. I was never really into screamo. I was really never into any alternative type of genre. So,
you know, it's funny because like we were mostly into like hip hop and stuff at the
exactly,
time. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, so it was like, you know, we ended up playing in this music scene, and we liked playing in that music scene. But like I mean, from the get go, like I think all of us mainly listened to like hip hop and R&B at the time.
And that was the craziest thing, because I would mention artists that you would know, and then you would turn me on to other people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We gonna get to his new track, which is the whole point of this episode.
Yes.
It's called "What Are You Doing?" WYD. Who would you cite as influences? Because even when I would listen to you cover stuff acoustically in your music before, it always felt like, and like I tell people all the time when they ask me about the Panic videos, you really reminded me of Brendan Urie meets The Weeknd. You know what I mean?
You know what? That's I'm gonna take that as a huge compliment.
Yeah,
both of those are huge influences on me. My influences kind of just come from everywhere. My first passion was film. When I was a kid, I really wanted to be a director and like a screenwriter. I'm a really big fan of like Martin Scorsese movies, and I think that there's a certain like attitude and specific artists' work that I've always been gravitated to. As far as music goes, I think like The Weeknd was a really big influence on me when his mixtape started dropping in 2011.
House of Balloons.
Yeah, House of Balloons.
Silence,
dude, I mean, I remember when I first heard that mixtape, House of Balloons, I was just blown away. Other than that, like, oh god, I mean, this is bad because this guy, like, this whole like sexual assault thing that's going on right now.
Yeah.
Jesse Lacey from the band Brand New.
Yeah, it's crazy because I got a request to do The Devil and God on my channel.
And that's my favorite album of all time.
And I've heard it's an AOAT contender, and I've heard nothing but great things about it. And I remember when I put it up on my schedule of something that I was gonna react to as a suggestion, I was like, I gotta get to this, but I have 1,000 other things to do. So I was on Twitter one night, and I was just thinking about all the other stuff I had to film, and then I saw the accusations for this guy, dude, and I was like, shit.
You don't know how much that broke my heart, because Jesse Lacey is definitely like one of my biggest inspirations as a songwriter. Brand New was also one of those bands that when like I heard them, it's funny actually. At first I didn't like Brand New when I heard them. But then like I remember it was one song that did it for me. There's this line in this song called "I Will Play My Game Beneath the Spinlight" that's like, I would kill for the Atlantic, but I'm paid to make girls panic while I sing. And I remember I was just like, whoa. I was like, this is
You were like, hey.
And then I just got, and I got fully enamored, and it's just a shame right now, like what's going on. If I'm keeping it real though, I mean, that dude was definitely one of my big influences musically. Dustin Kenzu from Thrice, I think, is my favorite songwriter of all time. I mean, I gotta say too, like, I don't like doing interviews. Like, I'm only here because like he's my boy. So I don't like I really don't.
I feel it.
I like doing like written interviews in person. It's because I'm a perfectionist, and I'm like I'll always go back and be like, oh, I should have said something.
No worries. I'll make sure the editing is good. Don't trip.
No. It's
Before we jump into your record, because I have yet to hear it.
Yeah,
I wanted to save my reaction for him because that's why y'all watching too.
Yeah,
so it's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah.
But before we jump into this, what would you say is like a go-to song for you to get inspiration to write? Like for me, for a period of time, it was Everything on Because of the Internet, but specifically Flight of the Navigator by Childish.
Dude, that's my favorite song by Childish Gambino. Of what it deals with. It deals with, I believe, someone like passing away and like the exploration of like what you think the afterlife might be like. That song like meant a lot to me. Like when my grandmother passed away.
Just thinking about it, bro.
So that's funny that you actually said that because that's definitely a big inspiration for me. But I don't really think I have one because I'm such a bipolar writer. Like I write in different styles and different ways. Like my music is, I'd say that it has like a consistent attitude behind it, but like sonically and even like what I write about, like really just depends on like my mood and like, so I don't really think I have, I think more, it happens more naturally. Like I might be listening to something, whether it's like a throwback or something new, and then get an idea. And then I actually try to not listen to music when I'm writing because then I want it to come out. Yeah, exactly. I try to actually like stay away when I'm writing so that it comes out authentically. And then afterward in the production side of things where you can go and change it, not in like the songwriting so much. Then I listen to things. I'm like, oh, they did a bass drop there. That would be cool.
Exactly.
But
I feel it.
I've been listening to the 1975's last record a lot.
Oh my goodness!
I've been listening to
My Dreams. She's American. Somebody else.
Yeah,
like,
somebody else.
I could go on, but
what's the gospel one? If I Believe.
That one right there.
Yeah, dude.
Woo! Like they put up their concert on their Vivo page, and I was like, damn, I missed them in LA, but I gotta check this out. I watched the whole thing, man. I'm getting chills thinking about that too. What the hell, bro?
There's an artist called Sonder.
Yeah.
Brent Fayez.
Yeah.
That dude's incredible. I've been listening to him too.
Hell yeah. I think I recently just got his project. One last bit about the weekend. Like, I think the way that he opened up the lane for the alternative R&B section, and something that just makes him such an enigma for that genre. I talk about this all the time with people when I talk about the weekend. Like, he really brought the dark side of romance to the forefront, I feel. Because, everybody else was singing, oh, I love my baby so much.
Yeah.
All this cookie cutter R&B, we don't make love.
He got raw, man. I think it's human nature to want to, like, explore that side of things. So that was, like, always really cool, too.
Of course. But, I mean, it's another reason why I'm such a fan of him now. Only because, the first song I ever heard from him was his Dirty Diana cover.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so, me being a big Michael fan, and I'm always like, my number one rule, don't cover Michael.
I saw your dance moves, by the way, on Instagram. Dude, you dance. This guy dances exactly like Michael Jackson. I had no idea you could do that.
You too kind, man.
No, I'm serious. It was incredible. I was like, what the hell?
Thank you, man. Honestly, that really just comes from hours and hours of VHS footage. I would just watch that days on end. Days on it.
I believe it, man.
So, any chance that I get, got the outfit, got the loafers.
Yeah,
if I'm on the floor and Billie Jean is on, best believe all that's coming out.
Yeah.
But I think, and when I first heard that Dirty Diana cover, I was like, okay, this guy definitely might be something huge. Like,
yeah, and he sounded so much like Michael Jackson.
Exactly, and that's what really just hit me when it came out.
No doubt about it. He was the visionary behind the architect behind
100%.
this whole thing. Again, like especially with something like what I'm doing, you know what I mean? I work with literally one guy, just my friend Duncan. That's it.
Yeah. Shout out to him, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to Duncan. Wax Wayne. He's an incredible producer. He's got his own stuff coming soon. That's like awesome.
Lit. Looking forward to it.
And I work with basically one guy that mixes all my stuff. Who actually he works with Have you ever heard of, there's this new rapper, 24 Hours?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
He's his guy. So,
my
mixing
engineer, so he's on.
Yeah, so he's worked with, like, Black Bear and, like, 24 Hours and, like, a bunch of people. Man. And, like, he mixes all my stuff. He mixes the song we're about to listen to. I keep, I have, like, my team, and I'm really blessed to have my team. But it's really tight-knit, a lot of trust.
Yeah, 100.
Small circle. I got a good team. I'm in a good position. I finally have like a sound that I'm really confident in, and yeah. So,
all right. Well, without further ado,
let's do it.
Let's jump into the single. What are you doing?
What you doing? WYD.
From Sun.
With my eyes closed.
Hey.
Up the 101 lost cause.
Shout out to Duncan.
Shout out.
Yeah.
That's that initiation vocal effect? Yeah.
You only want me when you fucked up. When you fucked up, she said.
I fuck with that so hard, bro.
I appreciate that.
Like,
man.
I'm really trying to cuss less on the show, but like, if I'm feeling something, it's just gonna come out,
Dude,
y'all.
think
Like,
of the children, man.
I'm saying,
No, just kidding.
this is a really, really good song. My favorite thing about it is just the journey you've been on is crazy.
Oh,
man.
musically?
Yeah,
Thanks,
like,
man. Yeah. Well, you know, like,
it's just like next level though, because I still remember, the Only Regret projects.
Yeah.
I remember a couple compare contrast projects. I remember the stuff that you did with Harley when you guys were pioneering. And then I remember the acoustic stuff that you showed me too.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I love, and I just mentioned this to somebody else because I was talking about G-Eazy latest project because when artists post, I've been going crazy in the studio, yada yada. I've been working. I like to see that shit follow up. I like to see that actually come to the forefront.
And dude, that's the thing, man. Is like that's why. That's why like it took me. I think it's been a little more than a year since like my last release, which was the song Loudmouth.
Yeah. I remember.
I just took some time to really figure out like a formula that would work for me, something that I know I could sell but would still feel genuine and true.
Yeah,
to
something
what I'm
that was true to you.
This song actually was inspired by like a text that a young lady had sent me.
Obviously.
That became the hook of the song. And I was like going through old iMessage conversations on my computer. For some reason, I don't really remember why. I was looking for something.
Conversation history. Ooh.
No, I was looking for something, and I take a lot of my song. I get a lot of my song ideas and like lyric ideas from actual conversations I have with people. So I was sometimes I take it directly from those conversations, which would be example A in this song.
Yeah, gotcha.
You only text me when you're drunk. That's an actual text that a girl had sent me. So like in a lot of ways, like this song is somewhat autobiographical, but I wanted to write it in a way that was generalized. And the song itself is allegorical, and it's kind of like a satire of like modern dating and hookup culture. It's just something that like I feel like everyone in our generation, we've all been on one end or the other of the, drunken what you doing text at 1 a.m.
I like when artists actually care about their art, and I like, I keep saying this every damn episode. I like when people put effort in their art. I like when people care about what they're doing.
I'm a very calculated artist. For
it
sure.
shows. It
Thanks,
shows.
Yeah, everything for me is planned. I don't like just go in and just like I don't know. I mean, hey, like that works. It's just different formulas for people. But like with me at least, like I'm definitely a very like autobiographical writer, and that like I take a lot of things from my own personal life. I mean, I've said people's names in songs. I've gotten the angry 3-page text message like, how could you say that?
Of course.
But like it's just I'm being honest, and also it's I try to write about things that I think are universal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Something that could probably help somebody else out.
Exactly, something that's universal, and I think that's like the uniting factor of music is
100%.
that like I wrote this song that someone can listen to right now and think about a situation that they're in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Man, best of luck to you and everything.
Dude, thanks, man.
This
Thanks.
track is incredible.
I appreciate that.
Can they stream it? Can they buy it?
Yeah, so right now it's on SoundCloud. It's
Okay.
gonna be on Apple Music and Spotify.
Okay.
I'm just ironing out I'm ironing out some things right now.
Gotcha.
It was like semantics that don't really matter, but like it's gonna be out soon.
Wonderful.
And I got like a ton of stuff coming. Follow me on Instagram. I'm under youngchariot on Instagram. I got SoundCloud, and I got a Twitter and a Facebook. I don't really use them very much, but
Just any way people could follow you.
yeah, Sun Music LA for everything except Instagram. It's just youngchariot. So
everything will be linked. You
Yes,
can stream it right now. I'll update
Sure.
y'all when it's out for purchase. Might even see it as one of the title songs for an episode if that's cool with you.
I would love that, man. Are you
Boom, there
kidding?
you go.
That'd be
So,
awesome.
You'll be able to enjoy more of Sun's music as the days go on. But as of right now, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this local listen. That's going to do it for the tune-up. I want to thank my man Fabi for stopping by.
Thank you. It's been like way too long.
Way too long.
Way
man.
too long. I'm
We gotta just.
We're gonna
link
catch up after this.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. So, as I always say, like, share, subscribe, the whole nine. You know the biz, you know the deal, you know what it is. I'm Jared O'Brien.
And Son.
This has been the tune-up, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.